we were always working growing up. So it was
Was it
like,
just during the summer you were doing this, or during the school year also?
well, I was homeschooled for a couple of years, so it was all day, every day.
What years were those? I'm curious.
6th grade and 7th grade. So I would have been like,
did you go to high school?
13 maybe?
So you didn't homeschool at high school?
That was middle school. So like 6th grade and 7th grade. And then I went to 8th grade. And then high school is 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So like I did all that, of course. I came back in 8th grade. I was having so many issues in 6th grade that they just pulled me out very early in 6th grade.
Like bullying issues?
Yeah. I had this problem with this one kid. And it was literally like that shit they talk about on Reddit all the time about how like as soon as you defend yourself, you're the problem. Like against a bully or something like that. And there was just like this fucking bully that was just a fucking piece of shit that I had a problem with. And like whatever I did, he seemed to take issue with it and was just constantly like fucking with me. Like he would end up sitting behind me in classes, just like, flicking my ear or whatever the fuck. And like when you finally stand up to him, now you're the violent one who's like needs some sort of parent teacher conference. So they just pulled me out. And what was funny was like I was at a football game. I don't know how long it was after I had been homeschooled, but like that guy like confronted me again and I beat the shit out of him in front of like a bunch of people. And it was like, I don't know. It's one of the happiest
moments. You better than him?
What?
Did puberty treat you better than him? Like,
yeah. I was a good like 3 or 4 inches taller at this point. Like he was. Yeah. He looked like a short Eminem or something like that. And I'd been working on the farm for 2 years or whatever the fuck. and he just got his shit pushed in
like
one day.
Rocky 2ing this.
Yes. Yeah. And, I don't want to like, and it wasn't like I was like teeing this guy up or anything. I caught him one good time in the mouth and like his mouth was bleeding. And for like a 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade fight or whatever it was, I really don't remember like, that's a KO, right? And I just remember everybody was cheering, and it really was like one of those Reddit moments, and everyone clapped.
Wow, Kyle's gonna keep us safe from the bullies.
It really was like that, though. And like my dad
returned. Then they brought me a crown made of a trapper paper.
I swear to God, and then my dad walked up, and he's like, and like my dad, of course, like is well versed in like my problems with this guy, like going back, and he's like, look at that little son of a bitch now. Look at him now. And it was just, he was proud of me. And
meanwhile, your dad's been Mr. Miyagiing you on the floor for 2 years.
He's just like swinging the fucking hammer. For 2 years, I've been swinging that fucking hammer. It was like there's a Johnny Cash song about that's just like that, about like working all these years when Oni's been sitting up there getting soft, and I've been working hard building muscles. And it's his last day of work, and he's tired of being bullied, and he's going to beat the shit out of Oni, who's his like the manager or whatever. But yeah, I beat the shit out of that guy, and because it was a school event, he was in trouble. Like he was going to get suspended from school because we're at the football game, but I'm homeschooled. Dad's like,
you silly witch, you have no power here.
You have no power here. My dad's like, nah, he's coming up here with us to watch the rest of the football game. Like to the principal or whoever the authority figure was or whatever the fuck. And it was just like, they take him away and they're gonna they kick him out of the game.